We've seen reporting that Vice President Harris, and I'm quoting here, is looking for someone who can balance the ticket, someone who's more of a governing partner, and someone who's effective with executive experience at the highest level. Is that you?
Well, that certainly describes a governor, and it certainly describes a governor that lives in a state where you have to reach across the aisle to get things done. Listen, I'm honored to be considered in any process, but I'm mainly proud of what we've done in Kentucky that gets us on this stage. I mean, the idea that we can have a Democratic governor, a Republican supermajority, yet we can break every single economic development record that moves our people forward. I mean, we can have more private sector investment than ever before, create more jobs than we've ever seen, created at the highest 2-year average wages, break the record for exports, break the record for tourism, and then start making some real progress, lower recidivism than we've seen in a long time. Drug overdose deaths are going down. So while the recognition of me is flattering, I really see it about us. People are looking up to Kentucky. People are talking about Kentucky. I'm here in Iowa, and you're here in Iowa. Thanks for bringing a little extra Kentucky. But isn't that special that people want to hear our story? Not my story, but our story. And that's what makes me proud in any process.
You don't tweet things accidentally. You don't misstep on your words. Everything is deliberate. And your tweet yesterday, you said, no matter what the future holds, Kentucky is my home. What does that mean?
Well, there shouldn't be anything inferred out of that other than I see all these stories out there. I want Kentuckians to know that I love being their governor, that I love this state, that Kentucky is part of my DNA. And regardless of what they're reading, no matter where I am, I'm going to be doing everything I can to support this state. The only reason I'd ever consider anything else, go through any process, is if I could believe that I could help Kentucky even more and help the United States of America in ways that Kentucky has already done. That's more of me saying I love you to everybody out there than anything else.
Well, we were saying it sounds a little bit almost like I love you and I'm doing this for you when I move on. Is that not what you're intending by that?
I haven't moved on to anything else. Right now, I am Kentucky's governor, and I'm grateful to be that.
I want to ask about the Atlanta trip. Was that something how did that come to be?
The Harris campaign asked us to go to the Atlanta trip. Excited about it. That's a big day of activism and a big weekend. You know, I'm here in Iowa, then down to Georgia. We're going to do a lot with the volunteers that are there because Vice President Harris has created more energy than I've ever seen in politics. Bigger fundraising, more volunteers, and those volunteers deserve to have people show up to thank them and to ask them to do more. And I'm not going to be alone because Hadley Duvall is going to be down there too. Hadley is such an incredible leader. What an amazing platform that she is out standing up for young women that deserve to have their reproductive freedom protected. That she's out there fighting for a world where my mom and my daughter and my wife don't have a constitutional right stripped away from them that they've had either all or most all of their lives. Hadley is a warrior, and I'm just so proud of her.
Did Vice President Harris reach out to you directly about this?
Oh, the campaign reached out to me, but listen, she doesn't need to be doing that. If they need me at a place, I'm happy to go. Listen, she is going to be a phenomenal president. She is smart and strong, and that makes you a good president. But she's also kind and has empathy. I've seen it myself. That can make you a great president. She's tough as nails. Listen, I know a former attorney general when I see one. And as AGs, you got to take on the biggest, toughest interests. I took on opioid manufacturers. She took on for-profit colleges and large corporations that were ripping people off. You're going to have a president that stands up for everyone, that cares for everyone. I am excited about what she can bring. But I also believe that she can move us past all this craziness. I mean, we can't be at this boiling point that we're at in America where you got to pick a side in everything. Suddenly everything's red or blue, Democrat or Republican. The car you buy, the beer you drink is suddenly partisan, and that's just crazy.
The AL8?
And the AL8 is the official soft drink, at least for me, of Kentucky, and hopefully we sold a few more out there.
Have you spoken with Vice President Harris since Sunday, and are you planning to meet her in Atlanta?
I don't think Vice President Harris is going to be in Atlanta.
She will be Tuesday, I believe.
I'll certainly take her call anytime that it comes, but I'm happy to work with the campaign in any form or fashion, and I want her to optimize her time to win this election, to get out there and show people who she is. Listen, they're trying to depict her in ways that aren't her. They're trying to depict her as too liberal. It's not true. She can be a good president that brings people together and sees everyone. They're trying to depict her in ways that are terrible, saying things that no one should say about another human being. I don't care if you're running for president, you shouldn't have to be called things like a cat lady. I mean, how dare JD Vance insult so many women that are across this country? And then for the former president, I mean, he's a former president, to just get up and throw insults at people, that ain't right.
JD Vance, you mentioned the senator. If y'all were on a debate stage, who would win?
I would, every day, all day. I mean, listen, I'm a person of real conviction. I'm a person who believes what he says, and I care deeply about our people in Kentucky. This is somebody who exploited us, who used to come for weddings or funerals or a couple weeks during the summer to see his kin, and I respect that. But to claim that you know our culture and then to insult our people is just wrong. And when I made my comments, did you hear what he said when he responded? He said, "How dare you attack," and these are his words, "my origin story." Origin story is what Batman has. I mean, what fictional characters have. The rest of us have upbringings or childhoods. It just shows you how contrived that it is. So I think people would see a governor with a record of helping people. They'd see a former venture capitalist who has a record of exploiting people. And they'd know which one of us is real and which one of us is for them.
Just a few more questions here. The New York Times published an article about you today. I know Kentuckians often, at least the ones I've spoken to, talk about you. They talk about your smile, how you approach people. But we all know that you work long hours, and we all know that you're not someone to get run over. And when certain, rubber meets the road, you're willing to speak up. They described you as a amiable attack dog from Kentucky. Is that how you describe yourself?
I like the amiable part.
Yeah.
Listen, my goal is to bring people together. And I think that we're supposed to lead with love and kindness over hate and anger any and every day. My faith teaches me that I'm supposed to love other people and not judge them. But when people are doing wrong, I will stand up for the people of Kentucky or the United States of America. Listen, I defended the Affordable Care Act when Donald Trump and others were trying to tear away coverage from millions of Americans in expanded Medicaid and over 1 million Kentuckians that have pre-existing conditions. Javier Beshear and I were the faces of that case, and we won and protected it. I took on opioid manufacturers and distributors. I mean, they cost thousands upon thousands of lives in Kentucky. These are some of the biggest, richest companies that are out there, but they hurt our people, and I was absolutely willing to stand up to them. And I'll stand up to this former president and his Project 2025 that would do terrible things in our state, that would hurt our people. The tariffs he wants to put in would raise prices for people that already are looking at high gas prices. You know, I believe in the people of Kentucky. My job is to do the right thing for them, whether it's popular or not, and I'm willing to fight that same fight for all Americans.
Last couple here, you're bringing up Americans in the United States of America, arguably more now than maybe you did months back. You've been asked repeatedly about the VP pick. Even so, you had a statement on Team Kentucky the other day to just say, "I know what I'm asking."
Are you ready to hear it again?
Ready to hear it. Well, let's see what you say to this. Are your kids the reason you're not shutting this down? Because you mentioned them in your Team Kentucky update Thursday.
Well, my kids are so special to me. Will's playing baseball right now. I hate that I'm missing that. Lila had a horse show today. They are incredible. They deserve a better world. They deserve a better Kentucky, and they deserve a better country. I left a private law practice where we were comfortable, and we could have been happy doing that. But when they were born, I just looked at them and I thought, you all deserve better. And am I doing everything I can? Am I taking advantage of all the skills that I have to make this a better world for you? And they don't have a better world being left a certain amount of money. That doesn't do it for every child that are out there. So I'm always going to make my decisions about how much I think I can create a better world for them, but also every other child that's out there, especially those that are born in more challenging circumstances than they are. If you believe like I believe that every child is a child of God, that teaching where Jesus says, let the children come to me and do not deter them, we've got to do so much more in this country to provide so much more opportunity for all of our children.
Governor, even your former opponent, Daniel Cameron, has acknowledged that you're a family guy, and he respects that about you. He said that you put them first. You would not be going to Iowa and then Atlanta the very next day and spend time away from them unless it was beyond just an event to get the word out. It has to be bigger than that, no?
Before any of this
That's fair.
happened.
That's fair. But Atlanta, I mean, that turnaround.
I'm going to Atlanta because the Harris campaign asked, but you know.
But not because you're trying to show them what you can do.
I'm honored to be considered. And regardless of what happens, I'll work every day to make sure we elect Kamala Harris as the next president of the United States.
Last question. Do you have the other people on this list? Governor Josh Shapiro, Senator Mark Kelly. Do you stack up with them? Why?
Well, they're all amazing people. I know all of them except for Mark Kelly, and I know all of them well. They are good people. They are good friends. I don't have a negative word to say about them. Each is a great leader.
Thank you, Governor.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time.